A lot of people, when I say how powerful the practice of standing is, they discount it. They discount it because they think that, well, they've already got it covered. They know how to stand, so why focus on it anymore? Well, the thing is that a lot of people actually don't have it covered. The vast majority of physical challenges involving injuries that hang around for prolonged periods, joint pain that won't seem to go away, movement inefficiencies and physical restrictions, whether that be tightness and all of that sort of thing, they're often caused by one of two things or both of these things. The first is unconsciously stored tension in the body. The second being an inability to fully feel and be sensitive to that unconsciously stored tension. And what I mean by unconsciously is it happens underneath the surface and it operates on autopilot. Because imagine if you had to govern all of your body's functions consciously. They say the conscious mind can only focus on about 7 things at once, and for me it's probably about 2. Talk to you and wave my arms around. But the things that happen unconsciously, like our breathing, like just a small movement of the joints or the muscles, can really add up. Many years ago I had a very injured spine. And I went about the traditional approach of getting it massaged and getting it tweaked and manipulated to heal it. And that gave some relief and that was helpful, but what happened was it kept reoccurring. And what I realized was what I actually needed to do was get to the source, get to the roots and take the weed out. And that the roots were unconsciously stored physical habits, emotional habits that had built up in my life over time. And I've noticed this happens with everyone. And that's where I found the practice of standing and releasing the body through standing. What happens with standing is we still the body. We take out all the noise. You know, a lot of exercise habits involve us moving around and we can't actually feel what's going on fully. So when we're standing for prolonged periods, all that we can do is learn to relax. We learn to align the skeleton and relax the muscles over the bones. Anything in the way of that relaxation will stand out like a sore thumb, and it's an opportunity to just allow it to release. That is the key word here, to allow it to release. And what happens then is a new memory is formed. You become aware of that tension increasingly, that unbalanced pattern surfaces, and you're able to look at it, and then you let it go. And you'll notice increasing levels of tension come up and release come up. And it goes through this cycle of tension and release until you start to dissipate the majority of tension and pain starts to dissolve away. So that's a whole bunch of information to take in. You'll learn and understand what I'm talking about in your body, not just in your mind, as we go into this real-time practice of standing. So let's get into it.